as away he goes. He did go away, but not that fast, as Solid Stone is the first one to show to any advantage. Hurricane Lane and Broom, who's been kept wide, is moving forward in the check colours as they race through the first furlong. Mostadaf races in fourth with Living Legend in the pink jacket, and they're 3 to 4 lengths clear already from Lafayette, and away he goes at the back. So Broom just being kept out wide by Ryan Moore. He has round about a quarter of a mile or so to slot in where he so desires before the bend begins to take effect. Solid Stone on the running rail, Hurricane Lane in the Godolphin blue. Now, can Broom slot over and avoid covering ground? Ryan's just doing enough to ensure that he's going to have no more than one width off the rail with Solid Stone. Will Solid Stone try and keep him out round this turn? The answer is no. Broom's going to cross. So Broom leads Solid Stone. 2 lengths to Hurricane Lane, who races in third. Racing in fourth place, Mostadaf with a length and a half to Living Legend. Then Lafayette in the pink colours with a big white face in sixth, and the nose-banded away he goes. Broom is setting a reasonable gallop here as they turn at the lowest end of the course, and they'll begin the climb now from Swindley Bottom, and they're inside the final 6.5, and it's Broom out in the lead for Ryan Moore by a couple of lengths from in second Solid Stone. Hurricane Lane stays okay, but maybe these Broom tactics are trying to exploit any lack of fitness on the returning hero from last year. Mostadaf in fourth place, then Living Legend in fifth, and still the last two are Lafayette, and away he goes. And Broom continues to press on. He's been at Broom all the way up the hill and still has a 3-length lead. Solid Stone in second, Hurricane Lane in third. 2 lengths to Mostadaf, Living Legend in fifth, then Lafayette, and away he goes as they pass the half mile. And Ryan Moore's been very much an action man through this last half mile of the race, and Broom straightens with the lead. Hurricane Lane in third place for the first time, just chased along himself as Solid Stone angles out. Mostadaf in fourth place still travels well. Then behind these Lafayette, Broom trying to keep up this relentless gallop. Hurricane Lane, the all blue down the outside, still with 2 lengths to bind, and Solid Stone. Mostadaf, and now Broom really trying to stretch these now. These by 2 lengths from Hurricane Lane and Mostadaf. Broom continuing to pour it on, has 3 lengths in hand over Hurricane Lane. Mostadaf down the centre, but Broom driven clear by Ryan Moore. He's 3 lengths clear in the Hardwick from Mostadaf, and Ryan Moore took this race by the scruff of the neck, and Broom will give Aiden O'Brien his 900th group or graded success and surely seal the leading rider of the week. Broom made all to beat into second Mostadaf, Hurricane Lane, Solid Stone, Lafayette. Behind these Living Legend, and away he goes, and away Broom went. The tactics were plain to see, get to the front, ensure there was no hiding place on the return for Hurricane Lane, and Broom just kept galloping. Mostadaf in second. There'll be other days for Hurricane Lane. Heard from Adele that he'd probably strip bitter, and Broom ensured it was a relentless pace where fitness was going to pay. No false run race here. Solid Stone in fourth. So Ryan Moore rides another winner this week, so does Aiden O'Brien. They're almost certain to be the leading combination, but that is some landmark and appropriate it's achieved here at Royal Ascot. 900 group and graded victories under both codes for Aiden O'Brien.
And Aiden O'Brien, what a remarkable achievement. I don't know whether you were aware coming today, but that win is your 900th group winner in your career. What does that mean to you and all the team?
Yeah, incredible. I didn't realise that, obviously. Sure, listen, we're so privileged to be in the position we are, and so grateful and thankful to everybody, Coolmore and Ballydile, and like I always said to John and Sue and Michael and Dorian, Gay and Derek, and now George and Emily. So grateful to them all, really, and very privileged, really.
Can I ask you what you would have told a sort of 10, 12-year-old Aiden O'Brien if you said that when you started out on your training career you'd be saddling 900 group or graded winners? Would you have believed him?
No, so listen, obviously in this life and world we take one day at a time and try and appreciate every day, Ollie, and listen, obviously it's like we're so grateful to be able to do what we do every day, you know, so listen, it's amazing, incredible, really.
I have to say, I think Ryan's been riding at the very top of his game, and that was an exceptional ride. He really took the race by the scruff of the neck. What did you make of it?
Yeah, no, brilliant ride. Like, he's done an incredible job with this horse, brilliant ride. Andrew is in charge, Jim Davey, who led him up, and Rochelle, who rides him out, Wayne, who rides him work, all done an incredible job. He's like a 6-year-old colt now, and one very strange thing, he seems to be coming to the peak of his career after all these years, you know, so he's obviously by Australia, he's very brave. And we think we're going to see the best of him this year, hopefully. But Ryan gave him an amazing ride.
Okay. He sure did. We can hear from him now, Aidan, on behalf of all of us. Many congratulations.
Thanks, Ollie. Appreciate it.
Ryan, congratulations. Ollie's just spoken to Aidan, who just described that as a brilliant ride. Talk me through it.
But I think the horse has been brilliantly prepared as well. He's a very different machine to what I've ever known him before. He's in the most beautiful rhythm. He's stretched out, excellent. He was really, really good today. The rhythm was beautiful. He just flowed, and he's lengthened. You could see it in him walking in the paddock. We've always thought a lot of him. He was close to winning a derby. He said a few little things haven't gone his way. So he's never felt that good though.
I know, Ryan, often you know that you did a good job and you just want to be professional, but I'm standing around professionals here watching that race, and a lot of them were saying that was an outstanding ride. Does it bring you pleasure to know that it was a job well done?
No, look, the horse brought me a lot of pleasure today because he galloped. He was in a place. Aiden had him in a place to make him do that. And his rhythm and his attitude, sometimes you just get on him and you know the horse is in the right place, and he was. And it doesn't matter what I do, anyone else. If the horse isn't there, they won't do it. And I'm very lucky they had this horse so beautifully prepared.
Well done, Ryan.
And there were the tactics, Jason. Send him.
Yeah, drawn wide. Ryan keeps out there because he knows that he's normally dropped in and given a bit of a chance, but here he can just get him rolling in his hands. And when we talk about all of those group race successes, Ed, the first Group 1, Desert King, Walter Swinburne for Aiden O'Brien, and then obviously Christie rode him in the 2000 Guineas, but that was in Michael Tabor's colours. And when people stick together for such a long time, it's because they're super successful. They all put a shift in, and the amount of talent and Aiden's ability to keep changing, tweaking, putting them back at the top level, and it's like he's training again for the first year. He just has that enthusiasm.
Mostadaf has run really well in second. Hurricane Lane, quick word with Charlie Appleby. Hurricane Lane's had a really good blow after the race. They're pleased with him. He would have liked a bit more cut in the ground. Oof. 900 group winners, Aidan. Anne-Marie, all kisses all round. I'm not sure Paul Smith was quite expecting that. And David Hickey on the right there leading in the winner. Ryan saying, well done, Aidan. That is some landmark. In the Matsushima colours, with the Magnas, Tables and Smiths as well. Broom has won the Hardware. Can you imagine the rematch will be in the King George, you'd like to think, back here, live with us in July. The globe-trotting Broom. And Broom is placed in Australia. He's by Australia. Sue Magna, as I often say, names these horses so cleverly. Broom won at 6-1. Mostadaf was second at 11-2. And Adele warned you again. The warnings were there at odds on from the paddock. Hurricane Lane third at 8-11.